This is a tour of part of our plot. This cardoon was damaged in the gales in June, but it's now standing up quite well. Our potatoes look to be doing alright, and then we've no signs of blight anywhere on the plot. Unfortunately, this cardoon was badly damaged, as you can see, and it's not really making much of an effort to recover. The only good thing is it's not leaning over the potato crop. The bees love the flowers, so it seems rather pointless cutting it down, doing anything to it. We'll just work around it for the rest of the summer, and I'll chop it back in autumn. I planted a little cucumber in this plot just at the end of this bed. I thought it'd happily climb up this post, but it's really struggled in the dry weather. I keep giving it half a can or a canful of water, but it doesn't look very well. It's got a few small cucumbers on it, but whether they'll finish up growing or not, I don't really know. This border's full of self-seeded poppies, but they look quite nice, so we leave them and let them grow on. This is our Japanese wineberry. It looks as though it's going to have a reasonable crop again. Flowers are really sticky. But it looks alright. It goes quite nice really with that poppy. Our Loch Ness blackberry has berries which are already starting to turn black. There's lots on it, so it looks like we'll be in for a good crop again. It does really well, and the berries are easy to pick because it's thornless. These are Tulamine raspberries. It looks like one of my jobs this afternoon is going to be to pick all this fruit. The blackbirds are having a go, and there's plenty on the ground for them. They love to fly up, knock the fruit off, and then do their best to eat it before anybody catches them. Our outdoor tomato plants are looking really good. They've already got some flowers on. No tomatoes yet, just flowers. But we then just wait for blight to strike once the tomatoes are on. Our black raspberry looks much better than it did a few weeks ago. The rain last week seems to have got it going. It's got a couple of really new strong stems growing now. Our rocket has seeded. I ought really to pull it up and sow something else, but sowing something else now just means lots more watering. This is our winter stroke late summer autumn brassica bed. The ones in the foreground are Brussels sprouts and cauliflowers at the back. Both clubroot varieties. These are our red cabbages, growing much better than they did last year, and some summer cabbages, both clubroot resistant varieties, and doing alright. Even some that didn't seem to be growing seem to be making an effort now. Most of our strawberries are now finished, apart from our late variety Malwinner, which is providing us with a steady crop of lovely berries. By far the sweetest strawberry we have. This little bed was sown up with all sorts of seeds of, well, beetroot, turnips, swede, lettuces, spring onions, but the dry weather's turned what looked like decent soil into stuff that's really more akin to concrete, and the seeds are really struggling to come through. Our beans are at last starting to make some sort of effort. These are climbing French beans. We lost some plants in the drought despite keeping them well watered. Some just didn't manage to grow. It's been a bit of a poor year really for our climbing French beans, but hopefully we will get some eventually. And moving on to our runner bean crop, well, they're definitely doing better than the climbing French beans, and they're just coming into flower. And I don't really understand why there's a red flowered one right at the end, but there is. I'll pop the varieties at the bottom on the screen when I finish the video. We keep giving them lots of water, but we'd really like some rain. Moving on, this little bed has our blackcurrant crop. We've harvested a few off a variety called Ebony, which is round the other side, but we've got quite a few more nice looking berries to pick, which will probably be a job for the weekend. Our medlar, our quince and blackberries, our quince and blackcurrants are now starting to mix together. This raspberry is Glenmoy. It's a survivor from when we had a row which we thought had died and was replanted up with a flower bed. But this particular cane seems to have survived, and it's provided us with some nice raspberries over the last few weeks. They did grow here, but they died off and we replaced them with this flower bed. The earliest sweet peas are now coming into flower and producing a few blooms each time we visit the plot. Like everything else, they're getting plenty of water. These are our summer and winter squashes. The row nearest the peas are summer squashes, and the row nearest the vegetable peas, as opposed to sweet peas, are winter squash, Crown Prince. This one's found a gap through the onward peas and is making a bid for freedom. I'll sort it out and make it head along the front of the peas. Squashes have come on leaps and bounds in the last few weeks. And finally, there's a bed on the left with our honeyberries that needs a bit of attention. This gooseberry's done rather well. We've had a couple of pickings off it, and there's still a few more nice red berries to pick. And years ago we sowed some nasturtium seeds, and now every year somewhere we get 3 nasturtiums growing on the plot. So that's just about a complete tour of part of our plot. Hope you enjoyed it.